Good afternoon and welcome back. Hope everybody had a wonderful spring break. Here we are with another flipped faculty meeting. In case you forgot the administrative team, we have some fun emojis or bitmojis to remember who we are as we continue through our meeting here this afternoon.
For this flipped faculty meeting is we will start off with our celebration of successes. We'll talk about our graduation rate update for 2019, I-STEP and assessment testing, updates on dress code, prom, and our school play. We'll look at our discipline data and our FOT data, and we'll finish off with our AP Student Conference information.
There was a lot going on over spring break. Our history club went to Rome and Paris. Marching band went to Disney World and performed. Our baseball team was victorious over Valpo and Gary Westside. And our track and field competed strongly as Justin Wozniak won the discus, which was a meet record.
The History Club took some phenomenal pictures. If you haven't checked out the school Facebook page, please go ahead and do so. These pictures were posted on there as well as many others. They had a wonderful time. They're tired, but it was a great time of connecting and also seeing a ton of history as well. So please check in with your students that you have that went on this trip and feel free to talk to Ms. Shaman and Mr. Gilman about their experience. The marching band also performed at Disney over break and had a wonderful time. Please talk to those students and Mr. Gast about their experience as well.
All right, our graduation rate update for 2019. Our graduation team met with the Indiana Department of Ed this morning and have come up with some new protocols. First protocol is we're going to have weekly graduation team meetings. And our goal for the 2019 cohort is 92%.
Okay, an assessment update for the coming weeks. First off, an alternate assessment video has been posted by the Department of Education. The administrative building has asked that all staff watch a 9-minute video. This video link is on the email that the Flip Faculty meeting went out from Joyce today. And so if you would watch the 9-minute video, that's for all staff, and then sign in. We've placed a sign-in sheet in the workroom. The sign-in sheet for watching this 9-minute video will be also used as our attendance for the Flipped Faculty meeting this afternoon. Practice I-STEP Part 2, Math and English. Our I-STEP test will be coming up April 23rd and 24th. This is for all sophomores, the first-time administration. This is their Part 2 assessment. Teachers that teach math and English and that have sophomores will be getting packets like we did for Part 1 that will have practice test tickets in them. We'll be placing them in your mailboxes today. And so please make sure that all your sophomores have the opportunity to engage with the practice test content on Pearson's website. And we'll be sending out an email with specific instructions and ideas of how you can do that practice test. But just remember, it is flexible. It can be used as an instructional tool. And so if you have any questions with the practice test, feel free to email Katie or Jeremy. For April 23rd and 24th, for the actual administration of I-STEP Part 2, we will be located in the N building like we did for Part 1. And so those teachers that are usually in the N building will be displaced, and all of I-STEP testing for the sophomores will be housed in the N building with makeup tests following the April 23rd and 24th dates.
Okay, important updates. First, our school play, Nooses Off, will take place April 26th through the 28th. Our dress code, we've seen a significant improvement. We want to thank all of you for your help in making this successful. Our Friday before spring break, we made $900 on our dress down day, which is a huge part in the dress code getting cleaned up. So thank you. In regards to prom, all juniors and seniors, they cannot be on social probation in order to attend prom, and all seniors have to complete the FAFSA or they have to sign the FAFSA waiver.
Our discipline data for third quarter update, you can see there are 4 areas of out-of-school suspensions, expulsions, tardies, and truancy. And the data that you see is comparing third quarter from last year to this year. One highlight that you can see clearly there is our out-of-school suspension data from last year to this year has significantly decreased in days.
All right, now I want to share with you the IPLI project that Adam Goebel, Ben Gilman, and myself have been working on all school year long. We've been working on the freshman on track data. All right, the purpose of the project was to identify freshmen that are not on track to graduate and be able to provide supports to help them to get back on track. We want to close the gap. The question that we asked is, would being deliberate about monitoring MCHS freshman on track data help us build a set of best practices to improve graduation rate? In some of our sub-questions, how would sharing the results monthly with staff affect academic growth? Will stakeholders' student meetings affect data? Will stakeholder parent phone calls affect data? Will impact remediation affect data? And the method that we use is our FOT data was collected bi-weekly and distributed to our department chairs, teachers. You guys received the D and F lists. And these were with students with 2 or more Fs, 10 or more absences, 4 or more tardies, etc. The department chairs shared that information bi-weekly so that we could discuss the best practices for our FOT. Administration met with students individually. Counselors met with students individually and called parents. Teachers conferenced with students. There were parent-teacher conferences. Students were pulled in for impact for remediation. And administration, counselors, and Open Door looked at data bi-weekly as well in our student success meetings to identify best practices as well for our FOT data. And then after looking at our data, we see here that in 2016-17, first semester, 23% of our freshmen had 2 or more Fs. 17-18, 25.2% of our freshmen had 2 or more Fs. And this school year, 18-19, after first semester, we only had 18% of our students with 2 or more Fs. So we saw a 7% increase of students being on track their freshman year. Our survey results, we saw that our students responded to this and said that teachers talking to them about their grades had an 83.5% of them thought that that was a large impact. Impact period, 88.2% of our students felt that that was an impact on them doing better academically in the classroom. 66.8% of the students thought counselors and discussions with the counselors impacted their increased scores. Contact with parents was 54.5% that they agreed or strongly agreed that that was impactful in their grades. Our social workers being involved with our students. This only applied to 37% of the students that took the survey. And of the 37, 29.9% of them strongly agreed or agreed that the social workers were very impactful in their academic success. Our students said that their largest struggles were difficult classes at 33%, 19% said attendance, and 12% said behavior. So, and we've seen this, but it's interesting to see the data line up in what we would expect. In conclusion, how did things end up? So we're closing the gap from 25.2% of freshmen not on track after first semester to 18% not on track. Our teachers, impact period, and social workers made the biggest impact to students in their academic successes. In classwork, attendance, and behavior are the 3 main issues of being off track. So we found this to be very insightful and then want to move on towards our next steps as this information, and we continue to do this, will also help in reaching our goals for our graduation rate.
Last but not least, our AP Student Conference is this Saturday at Gavitt High School. This is the last opportunity that students will have that are sitting in AP classes to get some additional time with different instructors. The bus leaves MCHS at 7:15 on Saturday, and that's Central Time. So for any students that need a ride to the Saturday session, AP teachers, would you please be reminding students of this Saturday, of the bus leave time, as well as just how important this extra opportunity is to receive additional instruction as we prepare for the AP exams in May.
And just a friendly reminder, once you watch the 9-minute video for iStep, please make sure you sign in down in the workroom so that we have your attendance for the flipped faculty meeting. Once again, welcome back. Hope everybody had a great spring break, and we look forward to the fourth quarter here.